What is going down, everyone? It's Insomulus here again, back with another video, and as requested, I've got my stat video for you guys, my stats and class out video, and we'll just jump right into it. This got requested quite a lot, so I finally got around to it, finally got to 1580, so I'll just get into it right now. I'll start with the classes I use, and for those of you guys wondering what classes I use one class. Basically, what I do is I don't really use the rest of these slots. I might make a class in them like at some points, but I've just really got to 80 right now. But what I do, what I've been doing when I've been leveling up, is I will use one class all the way until I've either maxed out that gun, just get bored with the class, stop doing well with it, and then I'll switch that class. Basically, for those of you guys that watch my live streams, you'll know this stuff as well. Like, I like to sit with the same gun for a good 2 hours, 3 hours until I actually get bored of using that gun. Then I'll switch up the same class. So just to kind of keep the feel of the gun, so I don't have to adjust to a new weapon. So basically, at this point, I was using the model 1887. When I tend to use the shotguns, I will normally use the MP9 with the suppressor, but I'm going for all my attachments for all my pistols and stuff as well. So I was using the Deagle at this point. I'll always use the C4. Every single class, I always run a C4. For my tactical equipment, I'll always either run a portable radar or a stun grenade. In this case, I'm running the portable radar. Most of the time, I will run the portable radar. All of my shotguns, I always use extreme conditioning because you want to get as close to the enemy as you can, as fast as you can. Quick draw pro because the model, I don't know, I just like to quick scope with it kind of. Dead silence pro because I am going to be running up straight up behind people with this setup. So it's better to have dead silence so you don't get sound horde. And as you can see from my specialist setup, I've actually managed to get Sitrep Pro now, and this is the first time I've ever actually had Sitrep Pro apart from the first Prestige, and that's purely because I was prestiging really quickly and wasn't really worrying about getting any of my pro perks. So normally I would just run Assassin as my first specialist, then I would have something like Steady Aim or Dead Silence as a second specialist, and then I would have Hardline as the last specialist unlock. But for now, I've got Sitrep Pro, so from now on I use pretty much Sitrep Pro, then Assassin, then Hardline. Right, so that's that. For my Death Streak, I always use Juiced. I don't use any of these other ones because, I just feel dirty running like Dead Man's Hand or Final Stand. I don't like it when people do it to me, and I think it'd be a waste of time just sitting there and, Final Stand or Dead Man's Hand waiting for people to come up to me when I could be doing something else like rushing. So that's that. And I'll change it up, just kind of give you guys an example of what I'd use if I was using an assault rifle. This is the general setup I'd use if I was using an assault rifle. I'd normally have silencer and extending mag. I haven't currently unlocked it because I ain't used assault rifles this prestige. I mainly try and stick to the submachine guns, seeing as they seem to fare better a lot more in Modern Warfare 3 for most of the maps. I'll run MP9 sidearm with the suppressor, always a C4, always a portable radar most of the time. Always sleight of hand as my first perk on any submachine guns, any assault rifles, purely because recon I don't really need because I am using the portable radar most of the time and I can't take full advantage of it with the tactical stuns or flashbangs. Blind eye, people generally don't really get kill streaks about like when they're playing against me or my team. The only time people really get kill streaks are either the support streaks or the care packages. Extreme conditioning, you get it with the specialist bonus, and scavenger I don't really need to use because I feel that I've got decent bullet conservation skills that I don't really need the scavenger packs until I actually hit my specialist bonus, in which case you get them anyway. I'll normally always run quick draw pro unless I am wanting to try something different and wanting to get my specialist bonus a bit quicker. I might run hardline pro instead of quick draw pro. And for my third perk, I will pretty much always run Stalker on every assault rifle. And this is the only part of my specialist setup that changes. I will have Sitrep Pro, then I'll have Marksman, and then I'll have Hardline. That's what I use on most of my assault rifle class. I'll always use silencer and extended mag on my assault rifles. And now to the submachine guns, it's pretty much the same. I'll just do an example with the class that I've already got on my attachments with. I'll use the attachment proficiency, silencer and extended mag. I don't use the rapid fire because I don't feel as if I need it, because the added recoil, it's just not really worth it in my opinion. I'll use pretty much the exact same setup apart from my specialist. I'll run, let's say, Sitrep. I'll run either steady aim or dead silence, just like I do in the shotgun classes, and then either assassin or hardline as the last perk. So that's how I run on my classes. that's pretty much what I like to run. I do stick to one class. As I said, I'll just change it once I get bored of the gun. I don't really make use of the other classes. Therefore, it allow me to spend my prestige tokens on other things like double weapon XP, so I can get my, attachments quicker than I could without it. So with that being shown, my clan level 16. If you guys want to actually join my elite clan, make sure you leave your gamer tag in the comment section of this video, or message me on Xbox, and I will invite you to the elite clan. We're always looking for more people so we can, win some more clan ops and level up the clan. The clan name's overpowered, just overpowered. We're currently level 16, so just send me a message if you want to join that. For my accolades, I don't really have any because I have reset my stats once before, so I actually got to 10th within the first month or so of the game, and then I reset my stats because I wanted to level up more. And then like 2 weeks later, they actually added in the 5 extra prestiges, so it's pretty much pointless. I won't be resetting anytime soon ever again. I don't think. I just want to keep all my stuff from now on, so I'm not ranked high on any of these accolades leaderboards. As for my score, my play time, it took me 7 days. It actually took me about 7 days, 12 hours to actually get to 1580, but I did play a bit earlier. I actually recorded this video earlier, but it was a bit too long, so I'm doing it again. So I've got 4.74 million score, 1.7k almost game played. Average score per game doesn't really mean anything because of free-for-all search and stuff like that, where you get lower amounts of score. As for my win-loss ratio, it's currently sitting at an 18.91, 1,607 wins, 85 losses, 338 win streak. This has been going down in the past couple of days. I think I can show you here. Yeah, 17 losses in the past, I think 3 days, which is like at least a quarter of my entire losses, like the 6 months this game's been out or whatever. So, and that's purely because we was dropping games, trying to get them a couple extra kills in and just letting the game extend, and we ended up, dropping a couple by accident. So that's why that's going down. Normally my win-loss will it'll interchange between about 28 to about 20 and just kind of float around that area. So those of you guys that saying that, all these YouTubers never play the objective, that's just complete shit. Playing the objective, it's not always capping flags, although I do cap a ton of flags. You'll see when I get to the domination leaderboards, I cap a shit ton of flags and play the objective pretty much all the time. It's just the gameplays you guys see on YouTube are pretty much always cherry picked, so maybe the better gameplays don't have examples of capping flags in there. But if you guys want to see me capping flags and purely playing the objective, just make sure you tell me. But it's a double-edged sword when people ask to see objective gameplay and then you give it to them. It doesn't get as much of a good response as, let's say, 100 plus specialists where you're not playing the objective would. So that's why people don't upload stuff like that. And straight on to my kill death ratio, it's currently sitting at a 4.16, 56,000 kills, 13,400 deaths, 58 gun streak. My KD used to be about 4.5 before I went for that knife mob, then it dropped down to just about, I think exactly 4, and then I actually got it for the first time. I deleted that one by accident, but oh well. I'm just slowly that's going back up. It'll probably go back up to about 4.5 eventually, just as I keep playing more. And the average kills a game doesn't really mean shit either. It's a bit of a pointless and useless kind of stat to have because it doesn't really count for anything, because I do play a lot of free-for-all. As you can see here, I've had over my this entire 15 prestige, the 25 prestiges I've done, I've had 8,000 kills in free-for-all, 4,700 kills in search. So the average kills a game doesn't really count for shit. And the weekly KD, that's just from today that I played, and the monthly is a 4.86. This is from the past 3 days alone. So in the past 3 days alone, I've played longer than I've played the entire last 2 months, which is pretty crazy. That kind of average kills that's showing it right there, 54. That's probably more a reliable of an average kill score that I actually get nowadays, because I don't really play that much search anymore. As for my accuracy, I do use 10 sensitivity, so I think my accuracy is pretty decent to say I use such high sensitivity. It's currently sitting at 24.46, and when I do use the submachine guns and assault rifles, it will drop to about 24, the lower 24, and when I run the shotguns more of the time, it kind of increases up to the higher 24s, more to the 25 area, so that's that. My game mode KDs and stuff, 8,000 kills in free-for-all, 5.12 KD. Team Deathmatch, 17,000 kills in TDM, 4.02 KD. Search and Destroy, 4,738 kills in Search, Sabotage, I don't really play. 245 kills. Domination, as you can see here, I get about 10 kills per capture, so an average of about 60 to 100 kills a game. That's about, I don't know, 6 to 10 caps a game, depending on like how it's going. So that's that for those of you guys that say that, you know, comments saying, oh well, if I didn't play the objective I'd get, you know, score lines like this and stuff like that. It's just, you know, I do play the objective. Most YouTubers you see do actually play the objective. It's just the gameplays that you guys see are cherry picked a lot. And the headquarters, I don't play that. 355 kills. Captured the flag. The only kills I've had in this, the reason I've only got one capture in this is because we was helping one of my friends, one of my clanmates, win one of the clan operations to win, I think it was an iPad or a skateboard. So we was killing everyone while he ran the flag. So that's that. And Demolition, I played this for one night, got about 1,000 kills, and then haven't played it since. Kill confirmed, 13,000 confirms, 22,000 kills, 2,600 denies. I do get quite a lot of confirms and denies and stuff like that. I think about about 1.8 kills per confirm, so not too bad for that. And Team Defender, I've played one game of Team Defender, and I sucked it, so I didn't play it again. So that's pretty much it from my stats. Not going to prestige again. Maybe when they bring out the next couple prestiges, I might go to 20 if I'm not too sure if I'm going to do it though. Prestige tokens. When I spent my prestige tokens, I always spend it on double weapon XP. Purely because I don't need the double XP. I just spend it on double weapon XP so I can get my, you know, shotgun attachments and stuff quicker. So that's pretty much it for my setup video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was requested quite a lot, so I hope this kind of, you know, settles it down with all the requests for you guys asking to see it. But that's that. I think my stats and stuff is pretty decent. Not that they really matter. The only one I actually, you know, really care about, not really care about, but, you know, like to keep high is my win-loss and my accuracy. So that's that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.